Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess if you guys are new here, and today I thought we would spend a weekend together. It's Saturday right now and it is very rainy. We have a wedding to go to tonight. It's in like the Ventura area, or like 20 minutes away from Ventura. So I'm crossing my fingers the rain gets a little bit better, but it's only like 9:30 right now. So I think what we're gonna do, this is crazy because it's raining and I'm cold, but we're gonna go outside and we're gonna go do a hike. I thought it would be a low intensity activity for us to do because I didn't sleep a lot last night and I just want to kind of get my body moving, but I want to do something different than just the treadmill. We're gonna head outside, we're gonna go do some kind of workout. I also feel like hiking is a little bit more rigorous than like the treadmill because you're like going uphill. But yeah, hi, welcome. I'm gonna go get ready and let's go on our hike. I did my hike today and I went about 3 miles and I started listening to The Hunger Games because I have been wanting to reread like the 3 main books before I go into the new books that came out because I haven't read them since literally high school. So listen to some of that. I'm doing the 3 first books as like audiobooks and then I can read the next 2 books as like hard copies, if that makes sense. So I think I'm on chapter 5 now, which is almost 20% of the way through the book. I feel like I've been listening to way more audiobooks this year. Like last year, the first half of the year I did that, and then the second half I kind of fell off of it, but they're like a game changer. I feel like I could get through so many more stories and like things that maybe I just don't necessarily want to physically read. Like I have more patience, I guess. I don't know. I'm looking ahead and there is a Joann Fabrics and I heard that they're going out of business, or like they filed for bankruptcy. So I'm wondering if I should go and like see. The lights are on. I want to see if there's anything discounted, but we'll do that maybe tomorrow. I got my classic sausage, cheddar, and egg sandwich, and this time I tried a pistachio latte. I've never had it. Oh, they put a little smiley face. I've never had this one. I'm not a big pistachio person. I don't hate them, but like for some reason I think I've only had them maybe 1 or 2 times in my life. So let's see. I don't know what I was expecting. It definitely has like a nutty flavor, but it's not like sweet, which in a weird way is kind of nice because I don't love sweet. Last time when I had the lavender latte, I just didn't love it. So I wanted to try something a little bit different because if I'm just gonna get like a vanilla latte, lavender latte, hazelnut latte, like I can make all of those at home. So when I go out, I try to get something a little different. Because the wedding that we are going to is in like the Ventura area, it'll probably take us about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to get there. And we want to aim to be there around 5 because the ceremony starts at 5:30. So I think we're going to aim to leave the house around 3. So I want to try to be ready by like 2:30 because I'm inevitably always a little bit late. And then that way I won't be in any kind of rush. But I already know like I'm gonna wear a dress. I only have like a couple of cardigans to choose from because it's gonna be cold. So I'm just gonna choose a cardigan and we're gonna call it good. Like it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna go home and go take a shower. We'll start getting ready. We'll probably start with my hair, relax a little bit, maybe watch some TV, play a video game, read, that kind of thing. And then we'll do part 2 of getting ready, which will be makeup, clothes, that kind of thing. So let's head back home. Okay, I pulled out my Switch. I haven't really touched this a ton since I think I bought it in 2020, which is crazy. But Ryan and I were considering buying a new Switch and maybe selling this one because it's just like the light version. Like it's not the kind that you can like dock and like play on the TV, but we realized we don't really actually play it that much. But they have all of the old games on there if you like have the online package or whatever. So I got a free trial of it and I was playing one of my old games that I used to love when I was a kid, and that was really fun. I was doing that while I was also listening to the Hunger Games audiobook. I feel like I don't have to actually like focus as much on the books because I do remember them. I just really want a bit of a refresher before I go into obviously the new books. So I'm kind of preparing over time. There are 3 Hunger Games books and then there's the 2 new ones, and I haven't seen the movies or anything like that for the new one. Well, I think there's only the 1 new movie. Sorry if you can hear that. Ryan's putting together a new skateboard, but yeah, haven't seen any of that, haven't read any of it. and all I hear is that they're fantastic. So I'm excited to finally dive in. Maybe if I close the door, it'll be a little bit better. I can already sense that that's gonna be loud. He has to like actually put his own grip tape on each of the skateboards. And when you do it, you have to like almost like sand it. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys, this is the dress that I think I'm going to wear, and it's super cute. It's actually very simple, but the sides have these like cutouts and they have little bows. My friend and I saw this at TJ Maxx of all places, and I think it was like 40 bucks. Oh yeah, $40. It was pretty cheap. And we were realizing I could wear it to her wedding, which is the one that is in Greece. So I think I was gonna give it like a bit of a trial run, but it's like kind of rainy today. Luckily, most of the rain stopped, but I did find this coat. I forgot I had it completely. This is the coat that I think I'm gonna wear with it. I wanted to wear something brown, but I just don't have a brown coat. I only have this cardigan and it just does not scream wedding. So I'm gonna do the blue with the black, and then these are my shoe options. So I think I'm gonna wear these because I feel like the nude with the blue will look nice, and then the black is fine. And then these do not match, but they're more comfortable. So I'm gonna switch into these when we do the dancing. And then these technically would match more. For some reason, when I put everything sort of like together, the black just like, I think the blue is too, well, there's so many things happening over here. The blue is like super light. So I feel like the black was a bit harsh, even though the coat is black. So yeah. And then also those shoes are way less comfortable than those shoes. So I'm going for comfort as well. I'm gonna go nude shoes, blue dress, black coat. It's not the best, but you know what? It is what it is. So what I'm also going to do, actually, let me go grab a bag from outside. I'm gonna put together a little bag before I put my makeup on for a few things. I wanna bring like my book or like my Kindle or whatever. And then I also want to bring a few clothing items that I think are maybe a little bit more comfortable for the way home. It's not like a super long drive, but by the time we are done with the wedding, it'll probably, I imagine, be like 10, and then we're gonna be tired, and then we'll have to drive like an hour and a half back. So I figure it's easier to just bring some like pajama type clothing. I dropped you. I actually might just bring what I'm currently wearing. I think that's just gonna be the easiest. It's either that or my pajamas. So actually, let me just take this stuff out and load everything else that I want. I'm trying to think of what else I would need for the ride back because Ryan's the one driving. The one problem with wearing both a nude color, the blue, and the black is I have no idea what color bag to wear, so I need to figure that out. Okay, I quite literally have too many options, so I think I'm gonna have to just put on the outfit and see which bag looks best. But I have a black bag, a brown bag. I think this is gonna be the no. This one's also brown, but it's like a much darker, like richer brown. And it almost looks black, but I feel like maybe it's the option and it's a lot bigger and just like looks nicer. This one is just like a tiny little thing. So I feel like I'm between the black and this dark brown one, but I'm gonna go do my makeup, get ready, get dressed, put these clothes in here and things like that. And then it is, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, there we go. It's 3 o'clock. You know, the one thing about having the Aura ring that I do miss about the Apple Watch is I don't have the time on me anymore, which I don't have to completely not wear the Apple Watch, but part of the reason why I wanted to even get the Aura ring was because the Apple Watch just like leaves a little bit of like a rash on my arm. I don't know, maybe I just get like a cute, nice watch. Anyway, okay, that's a conversation for another day. I can't focus today. Let me go do my makeup because we're gonna have to leave here in like 20 to 30 minutes, and I want to make sure that I have my outfit all squared away and that everything looks good. Final outfit. We have so many clothes everywhere. This is gonna be the outfit, and then I think I was trying to decide between this brown bag. I can't really tell, like I feel like it sticks out just enough that it's brown. I think we're just gonna go with the black bag. We have everything else packed up, so we're gonna go get in the car and head out to the wedding. Okay, I kind of lied as a second option just for when we're in the car. We'll figure it out, but I threw on this cardigan and it doesn't look as wedding-ish, but it's way more comfortable. I don't know what it is about these like big coats, but they like feel very overwhelming around my neck area. It's kind of strange, but anyway, I am still gonna bring it just in case, but since the drive is kind of long, I'm gonna bring something more comfortable. And then when I see what everyone else is wearing, I'll decide which jacket to bring or to like wear inside. So I'm also going to just like bring a spare purse. So we're actually gonna head out now. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Sunday morning and we are just getting started with our day. It is 7:53. We ended up staying at the wedding, I want to say until like 10:30, so like not too late. Everyone was like just starting to dance around like maybe 9:30 or 10. So many of us were tired and we like, you know, did everything else that we wanted to do. I was just listening for Pete. His back cracked this morning. It was kind of weird, but I'm just trying to make sure he's not limping. But the wedding itself was just so fun. It was such a beautiful venue. It was a little cold because it had been raining, but it ended up so pretty. And then they set up a tent for when we were sitting down. Because it was like a plastic tent, it kept all the warmth inside, which was nice. So it actually stayed pretty warm. But yeah, it was just so lovely and so fun to see so many friends, because this is a like very particular group of Ryan's friends that we don't see very often. So I feel like, yeah, it was just fun to see everybody. That's what we did yesterday. Today is obviously Sunday. We have some cleaning up to do in the house because we were just doing so much wedding prep. All of my stuff is done there. Ryan needs to put his skateboard in his car, and then we have like the shoe stuff. So I think we'll do a little clean today. I'm not running with the girls because they're literally gonna be running in about 5 minutes and I was way too tired. I'm gonna start the morning with my coffee. It sounds like it's just finishing up brewing, and then I think I'm just gonna sit in front of the heater for a sec. It's freezing in the living room. Yeah, I'm gonna just be here, watch some TV. Later we'll do some kind of workout. I had a goal this week to do a workout every single day and I've done it. So today is my last workout that I have to do, and then I'll have worked out once every single day, even if it's just like a walk, like an intentional walk. And I feel really good that I was able to do that. I think getting myself to just even walk is so important to like keep my body moving, and something that I really, really need. So I've been loving that. But anyway, good morning, and let's see what we get up to today. I kind of have no idea what I want to do today. I'm in one of those moods where it's just like I could literally, I don't know, I don't know what I want to do. Like I don't really want to just like walk around a mall, which is typically the thing that I do if I don't know what I want to do. But I feel like I've done that a lot lately. I do have a few things that I need to return, but I don't really feel like doing that either. I almost like, I'm in one of those moods where I want to like go walk around, do something different, but I don't know what that something is. I almost wish that there was like a flea market near me or something like that, but I looked it up and I don't see anything happening today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly put some of this stuff like in the bag. I'm gonna head off and at minimum go get something to eat because I'm kind of hungry, and I just showered, and so now I can just like do whatever, and then I'll do my workout later today, whether that be a run or a walk. Oh, yesterday I ended up actually sticking with the cardigan for the entirety of the wedding instead of the black coat, and I was so much more comfortable in it, and then it worked well with like the shoes that I wore too. There's actually a bookshop that's not too far away from the donut shop that I think I'm gonna go to, and I'm debating maybe popping in there. I want to just kind of like peruse a little bit. I feel like it's really fun to go to bookshops that are like not Barnes & Noble, like something a little bit different. So I think we'll start with that. Today's like a perfect day that I would normally go for like a hike, which I did yesterday, and I guess technically speaking I could do again today. Like I don't have to just go on a hike one time, but I don't know, I'm just having one of those days. I think part of me too, because I spent the day away from Pete yesterday, I like want to try to do something with him, but it's so hard because he can't walk long distances anymore. Like that used to be the thing that we would do, is like I would just throw him in the car and we would go someplace. For whatever reason, it doesn't really make me anxious to like figure out where to eat or any of that kind of stuff when I have him with me. I don't know, I know that like some people get like worried about, oh, I have to find a place that allows dogs or whatever. For some reason that just never was something that like stressed me out or I got anxious about. Now with his back, I just like, I can't just toss him in the car and decide to go somewhere. I feel like some days like today, I also used to like go to the dog beach or like go to, I don't know, like a different area that I don't normally go to in LA, but I'm stumped. Like I truly can't even think of something that I want to do, which is so weird. Trying to like just keep my mind a little bit open, but I think the plan for right now is gonna be, I want to go get a donut, and then I brought my Kindle, so if we want to like stop off somewhere we can, but otherwise once I get my donuts then we will go to the bookstore, and then maybe after that I'll kind of get like a better sense of something that I would want to do. Hi. I think I'm also thrown off because it's already 11 a.m. Normally I'm up by like 5:45, 6-ish in the morning. And so this morning, I think I got up at like 7:30, and that just is so late for me because the latest that I get up is 7. So it's just like, it's so weird for me to have gotten up so late. And then on top of it, when I did get up, as you guys saw, I just moved into the living room and watched TV and was like lazy for the first few hours of the day, which I felt like I needed, like my body needed that. But it's just weird for me to not have already gone and done something. And then also usually on Sundays I go and run, so that's sort of like my thing that I do in the mornings. So I feel a little like off because I haven't done any of those things. So anyway, I'm gonna stop just babbling. I'm gonna start to grab my stuff. Let's head out, let's go get donuts, and then we'll see what else we got up to today, because who knows. I actually don't even know if that bookstore is open, but we'll drive by it, we'll see. Yeah, we'll have a fun day no matter what. Okay, we successfully got some donuts. I went to the first place that I normally go to, and they were literally completely sold out of donuts. They only had like 10 bagels left, and they were like, so sorry, we're still making them. I guess I didn't realize how late it is, but it's only 11:30. I feel like it's still donut time, but I ended up finding another place that's like a pink box donut shop kind of vibe, instead of like, there's a lot of specialty donut places around here, but sometimes I'm just looking for like a donut place. So I found a different one. They're slightly more expensive, but it's fine. And so I also didn't have cash on me, so I ended up getting a whole half dozen because I had to use my card, and so I had a certain threshold that I had to buy. But I'm gonna go over, like, now I have to circle back over to the bookstore, so we're gonna head back in that direction. It's so gloomy out, so I keep thinking that it's like 9 a.m. and it's almost noon, which is crazy, but I haven't even eaten yet, so I'm gonna head over in that direction. Oh, let me show you guys what I got though. These ones just came out, the bars, and yeah, just some classics. I don't know why, I used to always be like a chocolate bar person, and lately I've been craving maple bars, which is interesting because I used to not really love the maple. But let's go over to the bookstore. I passed by it the first time and I did see that it was open, because you never know on a Sunday. So let's head that way and see what they have, and then we'll come up with something else to do, or maybe just head back home. We'll come up with something. I'm back home now, and it was actually wild because the bookstore that I decided to go to, there was nobody in there. There was one man who walked in for like half of a second, literally like basically sprinted to the kids section. He must have already known what he wanted, purchased, and left. And then it was basically just me and the woman who worked there. I was really tempted to get Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I think is the like next book after the Hunger Games trilogy, because I haven't read that one or like watched the movie or anything, but I decided against it because I'm still on book 1, although I'm almost done. I feel like I have like an hour and a half left of listening for that one. Other than that, I like couldn't really come up with anything else to do. I feel like if this was like a really nice sunny day, then I would have just like, there's so many different parks nearby that I would have just gone there and maybe like read, especially since I have my Kindle. But I'm like so cold. I also forgot my headphones, so I couldn't continue to listen to my audiobook if I like chose to go walk around somewhere. So I'm back home and I'm gonna quickly swap into a more comfier sweater, and then he looks like he wants to go outside. Can you guys see him? He's just like staring. So I'm gonna let him go outside for a second. I'm gonna like swap into comfy clothes, and then I think I want to play my game while I listen to the audiobook. I'm debating, I still don't want to finish A Court of Silver Flames, and I know that I'm putting myself in a bit of a slump by like, I'm trying to read it but then I'm not reading it fast enough, so then I'm like listening to all these other audiobooks when there's like a list of books that I've been like dying to read. So I think I'm just gonna start moving on and reading other books, and then I'll just like passively read that book because I do want to finish it. I want to like know what happens, but I'm just not as into it. Maybe I listen to the audiobook for that one, like that could be a solution too. Actually, I should request that right now on the Libby app. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get in some comfy clothes, and then I'm also going to take him outside for a little bit, and then I think we're just gonna end up having like an inside day. I need to like pick up around the house a little bit too. Not like any deep cleaning, just like pick up things from the week because it's been a little bit messy in here. So I think that's what our day is gonna be like. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, let me go tend to him. It is 5 p.m. I feel like I've done close to nothing today. I got really tired and literally Ryan and I were like sitting here playing games on the couch, and I was like, as I was playing games, I was accidentally running into like an enemy person because I was like literally like my eyes were like closing. So I went off to go take a nap and I feel more refreshed now, but I don't know why I'm so tired. I think the last few days I have stayed up a little bit later, but I've also woken up later, so I don't really know why I'm that tired. But now that it's 5, it is time to go walk P. I kind of just like stayed home in my PJs. I was gonna maybe see if Ryan wanted to do something, but when he was at the skate park, he rolled his ankle. So I was helping him like make his food and things like that. Maybe we'll have some food later together, but otherwise we compromised by just playing games together, which has been what we've been doing lately anyway. But now that I've taken my nap, I want to go take P on his walk so that we can come home and just be cozy in here. But I want to get through more of A Court of Silver Flames, which is something that I've been saying. I have 30 minutes left to listen of Hunger Games, and the next 2 audiobooks just became available to me. The audiobook for Court of Silver Flames is not available for like 14 weeks or something like that on Libby, but it is on Spotify. So now that those other Hunger Games books are available to me on Libby, I can listen to this on Spotify. So I'm gonna read a bit today. I want to just kind of like be done with the books that I'm reading for the month. Like I want to try to end by the end of the month, if that makes sense. So I think that's what I'm gonna plan to do. I haven't done my workout yet. Maybe after I take P on a walk, I go on like my own longer walk. That could be kind of nice. So I'll figure something out, but I don't know why I feel like I'm being hard on myself, and clearly I needed the rest. It's also okay to just have like a really lazy Sunday, so I'm just telling you guys, and in a weird way I'm telling myself. Anyway, let's head out. P is waiting so patiently for his walk. I'm gonna go get my shoes on, okay? And then we'll go on a walk. Do you want to go on a walk? Okay, that head tilt was so cute. You know what? I think that actually is what I'm gonna plan to do. I'm gonna take him on his walk, and then we'll just throw on our headphones and we'll go on our own like faster paced walk, and I think that will motivate me a bit more.
Alrighty, we're back in the car. I don't know if you guys can see me. I don't know how good the lighting is on this thing, but back in the car and we're headed off. I actually ended up walking 6 miles, which I wasn't expecting. I thought maybe I would just do like a little 2-mile walk or something, but I felt so motivated. It felt really nice to walk that far and just like got my body moving a little bit more than I was anticipating originally. So there's that. But then I also remembered that we have Last of Us tonight. So Ryan and I are ordering Thai food and it's ready for pickup now. So I'm gonna head over and go grab it for us. I was gonna ask him to come, but his ankle is rolled. So he's gonna stay home. He's doing some music stuff and I'm going to go grab it for us, and then we're gonna together watch Last of Us. I also ordered him some crutches so that he can be a little bit more mobile, but I think he's gonna have to work from home tomorrow. So it's actually decently bad, which sucks. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. I got myself a Thai red curry and he got pad ki mao, I think is what he said. I don't really remember what he gets. But yeah, I'm excited. I like wasn't really sure if I wanted anything for dinner because sometimes I just like have such a big lunch that I skip dinner, but I'm excited and I love like when we order out and then watch a show together. So I'm very excited for episode 3 of Last of Us because episode 2 was so insane and I want to see how everything comes together in episode 3 because if you guys watch it, you get it. It's been intense. So anyway, let's head out. Let's go over to the restaurant to pick up some food and watch Last of Us and just have like a good rest of the night. I feel like I definitely like mood wise picked myself up a lot today, which felt good because originally like the way that the morning started or like the day started, I felt like, I'm just like, this day is gonna feel like a waste. So I feel like that got turned around.
Okay, we just ended the episode. It was so good, but I do feel like it was more of like a filler episode for sure. Not so much like episode 2 was, but still good. I don't love the way that like it ended because it just like sets so much up for, I mean, obviously it sets so much up for the next episode in a good way, but also sometimes it's like, just give me a little more. We'll see how it goes next week. But now we have to wait a whole week for the next episode. But it is getting late now, so I think I am gonna start getting ready for bed and yeah, heading off. Had a very relaxing weekend, but also fun weekend. Like got to see friends, obviously got to go to the wedding. You know, I was kind of thinking back on everything I did today and I feel like I actually did do a lot. I don't know why I was being so hard on myself. So, you know, sometimes you just have to like stop being so hard on yourself. It's also okay to have a lazy day sometimes, but we did a few things. We went to the bookstore. We did a walk, a long walk. Speaking of, I listened to a bunch of A Court of Silver Flames, and I also finished the first Hunger Games book. So I got the second Hunger Games book, but haven't started it yet because I just want to really focus in on A Court of Silver Flames, and I'm now just past 50%. So I'm making a solid amount of progress now that I decided to do audiobook. I think that was a much better option for me because I was getting very frustrated with just reading the book. I don't know, like I just was going too slow, and it's just a very long book. So I feel more confident now that I can finish it by the time the month ends, because that was like my whole goal, is to finish it by the end of April. So now I'm feeling a lot better about that. Other than that, I think I am going to start to head off and just go to sleep because I don't feel super tired right now, but I know in like 10 minutes I'm going to. P was here watching TV with us. That's all I have for this weekend's vlog. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching and just tagging along as always. I appreciate every single one of you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.